Hello and welcome to Boardgame TV. It's Shadow Sunday. We're playing Shadows of Brimstone. Now, we're starting off a new other world. Of course, our drifter group is our outlaw group is going first, and we're exploring the caverns of Cinder. Now, I don't know how to put this nicely. Out of all the other worlds, Caverns of Cinder always has been my least favorite. And it was the first one besides the cores to come out. And I think one of the problems with it, now, when it first came out, was its lack of monsters. It didn't really have any monsters, really. The variety of them. Now, they have rectified this somewhat. With the Hellfire Succubi and the Magma Giant, and they have those little magma fiends and stuff like that for Forbidden Fortress. So they fixed that issue, but otherwise, it's just a big lava cave, and I didn't think it was that interesting. Now it's gotten a little bit better since when it first came out, to me, in my opinion. Now it may be one of your favorites, but to me, this is probably my least favorite world. But we're gonna have a go at it and see what kind of fun we can have. And I think our first mission is going to be the hunt for liquid darkstone. So it says, let's see what we got here. So it says, while visiting the local blacksmith to browse his wares, you overhear him telling a group of miners about a new material brought back from another world. He calls it liquid darkstone. It is the most pure form of darkstone yet discovered, and thus far, and has only been found in the hospitable lava world of Cinder. He offers the men top dollar to find their way into that world and bring back a load of this liquid darkstone for him. Laughing at him, the miners simply say, "There ain't no reward big enough for us to get burnt to a crisp in some crazy fiery hell pit. You're out of your damn mind." As the miners leave, the blacksmith turns his attention to your group with a smile. Okay, so we start as normal. The map tile. Caverns of Cinder has the shorter nighttime map tile you start out with. Find a gate that leads to the Caverns of Cinder. Okay, so it's the first time we find a clue icon. We automatically find a doorway gate to another world. Once in the Caverns of Cinder, the heroes must collect at least one liquid darkstone for every 2 full heroes in the posse. That would mean we only have to find one liquid darkstone. And there are tokens for that. Where are my liquid darkstone tokens? Here we go. These things, they come with the cinder, and it's liquid darkstone. Now we kind of touched on fire and stuff like that a little bit in the Hellfire Succubi, so that'll come into play. Okay, all gates in this adventure leads to the Cavern of Cinder. Well, we're staying in the Cavern of Cinder, and we're only going to use Cavern of Cinder themed monsters. That is harvesters, lava men, Hellfire Succubi, and hell vermin for this adventure. Alright, so any clue icon the heroes find in the mines automatically has a gate. We did that. For this mission, all growing dread cards in the stack are revealed and played at the start of any turn during a fight. Each map tile may be scavenged up to 3 times. Okay, so each hero has been loaned a special tomb jar by the blacksmith that can carry up to 3 liquid darkstone markers in it. While in the Caverns of Cinder, any hero that scavenges while standing on a lava space has a chance of finding liquid darkstone. For each Nothing Here card discovered while scavenging on a lava space in Cinder, the hero may collect 1 liquid darkstone marker into his tomb jar. When a hero successfully scavenges on a lava space, whether or not liquid darkstone was found, place the scavenge marker on that particular space. Each individual lava space may be only successfully scavenged once, even if the map tile can still be scavenged again. So there we go. We're going to have to scavenge. Now, if you know me, Scavenging is not something I like to do, to be honest with you. I really hardly ever scavenge, but we're going to have to do it this time around. So, yeah. I'm not a big fan of that, but okay. Liquid darkstone is very pure, but also very unstable. While a hero has one or more liquid darkstone in his tomb jar, anytime that hero rolls a 6 or 4 move, the jar is jostled and may explode. The hero must immediately make an agility test based on the number of liquid darkstone in the jar to prevent an explosion. If the test is passed, the hero is safe. If the test is failed, the liquid darkstone explodes, destroying every marker in the jar as well as doing peril damage wounds to the hero and every other model within 2 spaces. Any other hero wounded by this thing also has their jar jostled. Once decided the heroes have had enough liquid darkstone, they must head back to the mines. At the start of any turn in which the heroes are in the mines and there are no enemies on the board, the heroes may leave the mine, ending the adventure. If they have at least 1 liquid darkstone between them for every full 2 heroes in the posse, the mission is successful. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So, first things first though, we have to get to the Caverns Cinder. So we'll go ahead and start, and of course, first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to roll for darkness. So let's go ahead and do that. And we pass. We have a 9. So it's good. Okay, so let's get going. Let's see where we're heading off to. Alright, well, we rolled 6. Good thing we don't have any liquid darkstone yet. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, let's get our map tile card here. We have a rail split. Now I will say this about these Caverns Cinder tiles. They're pretty good. They're detailed. They're a lot more detailed than the original ones were. So, let me find this down there. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay, so it's going to go like this. Alright, so we have a rail split. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's put them there. Let's put our exploration token on the board. Let's move our posse marker down. And let's have our heroes keep going. Alright, so the drifter is going to go. He rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have... let me see if they have any extra move. He doesn't. No. But the Bandito does. So let's see. Okay, he rolls 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we get for our exploration token. We have an encounter, and we only have 1 door out here. So let's see which door that's going to be. It's going to be 4, so it's going to be this one. Alright, so let's put our things here. Alright. And we have some new Caverns Cinder encounter cards. Let's see what we have here. Choking ash. The air is filled with a gray cloud of choking ash that fills your nostrils and gets into your clothes and hair. You can't see very clearly through the thick haze, but you can tell that the floor is also covered in half a foot of the fine powder. But there's something more. Trudging through the ash at your feet, you find yourself knocking around more solid objects buried in the dust. Reaching down, you dig a few out and lift them up to discover a chipped bone and a charred human skull. This isn't just ash. Every hero immediately takes D6 horror hits. Wow. Also, any hero that ends their move on this map tile takes 1 hit that does damage equal to their hero level. Ooh. Yeah, that's terrible. That's a terrible card, man. Maybe I should see if I can get rid of that. Man. Wow, that's just... Let's see here. Oh man. Man. No, this group I don't think has a catchphrase. Cool. It's a shot. Sage advice. Squint. This card. Okay. No. Okay, so we're kind of stuck with this. So let's see. The gunslinger's got to take 2 horror hits. Okay, that's not too bad. And he's able to block 1. The drifter has to take 1 horror hit. Okay. But he can't block it. But he does have the spirit armor, so let's see. No, okay. Alright, and the bandito takes 4. And that figures it would be him who has the worst one of them. Okay, well, he passes 1. So he takes 3 sanity damage. Okay, not too good. But, well, what can we do? Alright, so that is the end of that turn. Now, this card just came into play, so we're not going to do this ends their movement on the map tile thing yet. It has to be for the next turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. And we failed. So, okay. Let's just go ahead and move this one. And let's go ahead and go. It's the gunslinger's turn. Of course, he would roll a 1, so he's going to roll a 1. He's going to gain grit, but however, he takes 1 hit. Now, can he ignore that hit? He cannot. Now, his level is 3, so he's going to take 3 damage. Okay, let's do the drifter. Oh, great. He moves 2. 1, 2. That's bad. Can he ignore the hit? Yes, he can. And the bandito, he will now move. Okay, he can move 4. 1, 2, 3. There's enough right there to say 4. And he ends on there as well. Can he ignore the hit? He can. Alright, that's the end of that turn. Let's roll for darkness again. We get an 8, so we're good. And gunslinger. 6. Okay, that's better this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's draw a new map card here. We have Void Lair. It's this one right here. As you can see, it's pretty colorful. It's a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better. Alright. Okay, let's move our thing up 1. Oops. Let's put a exploration token on the board. Okay, and now it's the drifter. He rolls a 3, is not good. 1, 2, 3. Now I have to see if he can ignore that hit that he has to take. He can. And the bandito. Alright, he rolls a 3, so he's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if he can ignore the hit he has to take. He can. Alright, so kind of lucky on that. Let's look at our exploration token. We have 2 gates out of here, so 1 of them, and we have 2 encounters. Okay, so let's see here. The gate that gets neglected is gate number 4, which is the one here. So we're going to go up and down. Okay, and let's do our 2 encounters. First encounter, Dark Stranger. A chill falls over the room as a dark stranger steps out of the shadows. With a raspy voice, he begins suddenly speaking to you with an unsettling familiarity, making a modest but tempting offer for a price. Okay, it says we have to do random, but since he's the only one in here, we're going to go ahead and do him. Now, he has a cunning of 3? Yeah, he has a cunning of 3. We need a 5+. Okay, we got plenty of that. So he's going to gain 25 experience points. And we're not going for the dark deal. We don't want to do that. Okay, so that's first encounter. And our second encounter is Splintered Reality. Deja vu sweeps across your senses and your head spins as a stutter in time threatens to rewrite your reality. Again, he's the only one in there, so he's going to do that. He has a lore. Now his lore is 2, 3, 4. Okay, he passes. A successful gain 25 experience, which he will. Now it says that we can, if successful, you may look at the top card of any deck and then either discard it or put it back. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the top card of the darkness. And let's see. We're gonna put this one. We're gonna get rid of that one. We don't want that crappy card there. And that is the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness and see what happens. 7, just enough, but we're good. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's figure out which way we're going to go here. We'll probably go, I might go down. Maybe, we'll see. Give us some, I think you can go 6. So yeah, I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3. And let's do a new map tile here. And we have a reinforced room. Here we go. See, that goes like this. Okay, so this is going to be awkward. Okay, let's go there. 4, 5, 6. We'll just move them there. Let's put an expiration token on the board. And let's roll for the drifter. At least we don't have to worry about that map tile anymore. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the bandito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do is, since we no longer need this, we'll take this off. And we'll get rid of this card. We don't need that anymore. Alright, we can just have plenty of room with this. Okay. So that'll end that. Let's see what we get. And we have an attack. We have one door out of here. So let's see which door it's going to be. 4 through 6. So that's going to be... I think I put this thing on wrong. No wonder why it didn't fit right. Yeah, it went like that. Like that. Okay, so he's right here. Alright, 4 is this way. So we'll just block this off. And we're going to have attack. And of course, we're going to have to pick a medium threat card. So let's see what we pick. We have some Hellfire Succubi. Alright. Let's see how many we get. Well, we got lucky there. We got 4. Alright, so we'll have to put the Hellfire Succubi on the board. I ain't found a clue icon yet. It's not good. And, alright, let me do that. And let's go over, before that though, let's go over the Hellfire Succubi in case you didn't see our last video. Now, Hellfire Succubi have initiative of 8. They have a melee combat. They don't have range of 3+. 3 combat, 2 damage, 3 defense, 7 health. Heroes are -1 to defense rolls against the Hellfire Succubi combat hits, because they have the vicious claws. Hellfire Demons. Hellfire Succubi are immune to Hellfire and Burning markers. Well, that's understandable. And Femme Fatales. Hellfire Succubi are immune to critical hits from male heroes and are +1 combat when targeting female heroes. Okay. So I have to remember that. Alright, let me go get the figures and we'll put them on the board. Alright, so we have our Hellfire Succubi all set up. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll for darkness. Except for, real quick, he's going to get his Quicken the Dead ability. So let's go ahead and do that. He's going to get 2 shots. Wow, that's terrible. What, we did get one hit. Okay. So, let's see how much he does. 6. Well, that's really good. So he's going to do 3 damage on one of these Hellfire Succubi, just from his Quicken the Dead ability. And we'll put it on this one right here, the one that's closest to him. Okay, let's roll for darkness. Ooh, we failed. So now we're on a blood splatter. So let's grab a darkness card here. Savage attack. During the next fight, all enemies are -1 defense, but gain +2 combat for their attacks. If drawn, this goes into effect immediately. Okay. They are -1 defense, the Hellfire Succubi, but they're +2 combat. That's going to give them 5 freaking combat. Wow. Oof. Excuse me. Okay. So let's see. They can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we'll do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this one will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see. It's either going to be the gunslinger or the bandito that gets attacked twice. So let's roll here. Let's do a roll off. And it's the bandito. He's going to get attacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the gunslinger is just going to get attacked once. Now he has 5 combat. Oof. Okay. Alright, they need a 3 or higher to hit. Well, they missed 2 on that. They missed 3, so they only hit twice. He has to get a 6 or higher to block those because they're -1 defense. Alright, well, he only takes 1 hit. And he's going to take 2 damage. Okay. Alright. The drifter is getting attacked once. Alright, miss 1. Hit 4. He needs a 5 or higher to block. Well, look at this. Wow, that's pretty good. He got 3 blocks, so he's going to take 2 damage. And now the bandito, who's going to get attacked twice. Okay, well, that's miss. And he has to get a 5 or higher. Okay, so he's going to take 4 damage from the first one attacking him. Alright, and let's see here. The second one's attacking him. Alright, that missed. He blocks 3 of them. Look at that. So he's going to take... He's going to have a total of 6 damage on him. Alright, so now our heroes are finally going to go. And the gunslinger is going to go. And see, does he get that +1? The hero posture has passed. Well, we haven't passed any of that, so no. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, shoot, let's roll for movement. Okay. Not going to move. However, we cannot do critical hits on her. However, they are -1 defense. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to hit her once. And I'm going to hit this one once as well. So we'll sign that after I roll. Okay, well, they only have 2 defense. So that would be 3. But that would not be good enough to kill it. Because they have a health of 7. However, if I use a Deadeye shot, it would be good enough to kill it. I think I'm going to do that. We'll use 1 Deadeye. Alright. We'll use our little Deadeye shot here. He killed that one. And this one takes 1 damage from the other shot. Okay, the drifter's going to go. And he goes by his agility. But he does get his boot knife. His free attack with the boot knife. So let's try that. Let's roll for his movement first. Okay, well look, he gets a grit. Well, that's good. Alright, the boot knife. 5, that's good. That's a hit. 3. Now the boot knife does +2 damage. So that's 5 damage. So it's going to be 3 damage on her. Okay. And now he's going to get his regular attack. Okay, we got 2 hits. Okay, well that's actually 4. So he's going to kill this one. So he kills that one. And he's going to gain some experience. Alright, and then the one there is going to get 1 damage as well. Okay, now it's the Bandito's turn. And let's see what he's going to attack with. The Axe of Savagery? Should we attack with the Axe of Savagery? Sure, let's attack with the discard again. No, that's not going to do any good on them. Let's do the Axe of Savagery. Okay, so he has a combat of 3. Let's roll for his movement first. Okay. Okay, well, he got 2 hits. This one's a miss. So that's fine. 5+. So this one's going to take a bleeding marker. So we'll put a bleeding marker on this one as well. Alright. Wow, holy cow. 4 damage with this, and it's gonna make it 5, and then yeah, so he kills this one right here. This one is dead, and that bleeding marker will go away. So he kills himself 1 as well. Okay, so we only have 1 left, and it's a new turn coming. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. We passed, so that's no problem. And now the Hellfire Succubi will attack the Bandito again, and it has 5 combat. And it missed 3 times. Let's see if he can block any of these. He cannot. So he will take 4 damage. And that's putting him at 10 health. Okay. So now it's the hero's turn. And let's go with our boy the gunslinger here. He has rolls of 6. And he's not going to really move. He'll just try to shoot and see what he can do. Alright, he gets 2 hits actually. So that's both their hits. Oh wow, okay. So that's 4 damage with that. And then this is going to be 3, so that is a kill. And this one is dead. So he's going to gain another 35 experience for that. And that is the end of our fight. Let's catch our breath here. Okay, well, the gunslinger heals that. He will heal. And the Bandito, who I needed to roll high, did not. Alright, well that's terrible. I'll tell you what, we'll just take that off there. Okay. This darkness card is done. The Hellfire Succubi are done. Let's grab some loot cards here. So the gunslinger is going to get $25. And 20 experience. Our drifter, he's going to get $100 and 20 experience. And the bandito is going to get $100 and 20 experience. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. And again, we fail, so here we're there. Okay, let's keep plowing ahead. Here we go. The gunslinger, he rolls a 3, so he's going to go 1, 2. Let's grab a map tile here, and we have a rail split. Another one. Well, that's going to go. We'll just use the same map tile here. Let's put him there. Let's put our token on the board. Let's move this. And let's see here. The drifter will go. Ooh, he rolled a 1. Is he at max grit? He is not. So he will go 1. And the bandito will go. Well, he'll get a grit as well. He will actually move 1, 2. Yikes. Alright, so let's see. Let's move. Let's see if we can't move this to the side a little bit. Let's put these out of the way. Okay. And let's see here. Let's see what we get. And we have an encounter. Ah, dog, no clues. Come on. 1 door out. And that is door number 1. So it looks like we're going to be going up. Yikes. And let us do an encounter. Desiccated remains. A charred and crispy body rests here, burnt to a husk and dried by the unholy flames of cinder. Reaching out to the remains, they turn to ash at your touch, crumbling into dust and blowing into the air. A ghostly scream carried on the wind. Okay, we're supposed to do random, but he's the only one in there. He's got spirit. Let's see, is his spirit up? No. His spirit is only 2. He's a 6. And he got it. Look at that. He gains 40 experience, and if at least 1 6 is rolled, draw a gear card. Alright, so that was lucky. And now we'll draw a gear card. Let's see what we get. Repeating rifle. Ooh. Fortunately, nobody uses rifles. Wow. Man. 2 shots plus 1 damage. I will probably have to end up selling that then. Yeah, because nobody uses rifles. Okay, well, we'll sell it. That's fine. Alright, it's the end of the turn. And we pass our darkness test. Let's go ahead and keep rolling. Alright. The drifter has the lantern, so he's not going to move. So the drifter will go now. He rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the bandito will go now. He rolls a 3. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take this off, because we're going to have to move around a little bit. Okay, and now let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, and we pass, we get an 8, so we're good. Okay, so it's the gunslinger's turn again. He rolls a 2, 1, 2. The drifter, he rolls a 2, 2. And the bandito, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well that's it. Not much going on. Let's roll for darkness. And we failed that one. Okay, so we're going to go here. Let's get a darkness card, and we have count the number of growing dread cards in the stack and discard pile. Each hero immediately takes horror hits equal to the total. There are none. So we kind of got lucky with that. So I'm not going to complain. Okay, it's the gunslinger's turn. This time he rolls a 6. So it's 1, 2, 3. Let's get a new map tile. We have. Alright, I see that's a fancy little map tile. Corrosive Pool. And here we go. As you can see, it's a nice looking map tile. It's going to go like this. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's move our posse marker here. The drifter. Go ahead and get rolled good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the bandito. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I forgot to put an exploration token on there, but we'll go ahead and do that. Let's put our exploration token there. And we have, alright, so we finally found a gate. And we have 2 encounters. Okay, so only one way's out, and that's the gate. So let's see here. It's going to be 2, which is that way. So let's put a... So let's put a gate on the board. Okay, and let's do our 2 encounters. Let's see. I think this is our first. Yeah, okay. We have to do 1 regular one and 1 acid drips, because that's the acid drips is part of the one for this one. So let's find that. Here we go. And let's do that one first. Okay. Drips of acid fall from the ceiling here, burning anything they touch and collecting in luminescent pools on the cavern floor. Every time a hero starts their activation on this map tile, they must pass an agility 5+ test or take D3 wounds ignoring defense while scavenging. No, okay, we're not going to scavenge. So, alright. So that's that one. So it's going to remain in play. Okay, and then our second one is Ancient Prophecy. The ground here has massive cracks splitting the floor, as though an immense weight impacted on the surface. At the center of the cracks lie a large runic seal, broken by the shattered ground. Torches burn at 7 points around the seal, and a scroll with ancient script written in blood is pinned to the wall. From what you can make out, it foretells the full fall of a place called Brimstone. Wow. Alright, one guy can do a lore 6+. Let's see who I want to do that. 3, 4. Okay, he has a 4. He has a 4. Okay. And he has a 3, 4. Okay, might as well let the gunslinger do it. 4 lore. We gotta get a 6. We did not. Alright, so we have to draw a darkness card. Alright, well, we're not doing that because that's night terrors and we don't do that. Alright. Whispering Voices. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. Also, a random hero must pass a Spirit 4+ test or immediately roll once on the madness check. Okay. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. So the gunslinger takes 6 horror hits. Eesh. fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's taking 2 sand. Okay. The drifter takes 3 horror hits. And he fails every one of them. But he does have spirit armor. So let's see if he can get a 5+ on any of these. No. Okay, well, that's terrible. Alright, and now the... Oh, actually, he failed. Alright, and the Bandito takes 4. He passes 1, so he's going to take 3. Okay. Now, one random hero's got to pass a spirit test. So let's see. That's going to be the Bandito. His spirit is 3. 3. So it's got to be a pass to spirit 4. And he passed. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Let's roll for darkness. Devil 6s, look at that. Wow. Okay, so let's everybody heal. Gunslinger heals 2. Drifter heals 3. And the Bandito there is going to heal 4. That actually came in handy. Alright, so the Gunslinger is going to go. Now, every time a hero starts their activation, he has to pass an agility 5+ test. Now his agility is 3. Yep. And he passed with that. Okay, so he's going to go. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Alright. The Drifter, his agility is 3. He passes. Okay, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And the Bandito, his agility of 3. And he passes. And he's going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can move into the gate. Let's go ahead, roll for darkness. Ooh, double 3s. That is creeping darkness. Move the darkness 2 steps forward. 1, 2. And we have our growing dread card. Okay. And now the Drifter, he's going to have to do an agility 3. I mean, yeah, he passed. Alright. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to transition. We'll get rid of this. We're going to transition to the Caverns or Cinder. I'm going to randomly pick a tile to start out on, and we'll work from there. Okay, so we're in Cinder, and I actually got pretty lucky. The map tile I randomly drew has some lava here. So maybe we can get our liquid darkstone there. So let's look what happens when you're in the Caverns or Cinder. It's intense heat. At the start of a hero's activation, they take 1 hit for every clothing item they have currently equipped. Alright, and now let's remember what's going to happen with this. And as you can see, these tiles have numbers on them. Okay? And some of these have 6+, and that you can tell is the more hot lava. Some have 4, some have 5, some have 3. Now how does that work? Now we know we have to stand in one of those to scavenge. Okay? And find a nothing there card to get the one liquid darkstone we need. Okay? So we know that's got to happen. So, but what happens when we stand in there? Well, it says when a hero enters a lava space on a map tile, must immediately roll a d6. If the roll is equal or greater to than the number printed on the space, the hero is safe. If not, he takes D3 burning markers. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with that. Now we did roll for darkness before we went, so let's go ahead with the gunslinger. Okay, well. Alright, the heroes can also be +1 max grit. So, 1. And he gets a grit. Okay, so now it's the drifter's turn. Alright, he rolls a 4. That's a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go here. 3. Okay. And now he has to roll for his thing. Now, he must immediately roll a d6. And we have to get a 3 or higher. And we got a 4, so we're safe. Okay, and now the bandito will go. He's going to go 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. We'll stay there. Okay, now let's work on our scavenge. Okay, we got to scavenge. Now we can scavenge each space up to 3 times. So let's try this. First, the gunslinger, he's not going to worry about scavenging. It'll be the drifter. So he's going to scavenge. And look at that, we got a 6. So let's see what we got here. We have, ooh, hideous discovery. Eee. Take 3 warriors. Alright, well, he gets 10 experience for that. Okay, and we passed 2, so we got to take 2 sanity loss for that. Okay, and let's put 1 scavenge token on here. So we'll just put that there. Okay, so let's remember, let's go over the rules here. It says, alright, when a hero successfully scavenges, place the scavenge marker on that particular space. Okay, so I have to put it on this one. So if I want to scavenge another space, I have to go again. And I probably will try doing that. So let's go ahead and let's roll for darkness. Let's hope we don't get any more of those hideous discoveries. Well, look at that. Double 6s. God, that's good. Okay, so we can go ahead and heal for the gunslinger, and for the drifter, he'll get that sanity back. And for the bandito, 4. And he gets rid of his sanity that he has. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for movement. Alright, well, he'll move 1. The drifter, he'll move 1. And let's go ahead and do an agility test. We got to get a 4 or higher on this one. We got a 5, so we're good. And the bandito, we're going to go down. He's going to roll 1, and we'll just stay there. And I want to try to scavenge again. I got another 6. Okay, that's good. So let's see what we get this time. Alright. Chilling Dread. Draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack. God damn, man. I have had some terrible luck here. Okay, so we did that. This is not going good. Okay. Alright. Next turn. Let's roll for darkness. Alright, we got an 8, so we're fine. Okay. Gunslinger, he'll just move 1. Drifter, we know he can move 1. So he'll move 1. And the bandito is not going to go. And I think what I'm going to have to do, the drifter is going to, we have to do an agility test. We got to get a 4 or higher. We do, okay. And he's going to heal. We're going to use bandages, and he's going to heal. That was worthless. Okay, let's scavenge. Okay, got another 6. Look at that. Alright. Alright, nothing to find. That was what we were needing. Okay, so we have found one thing of liquid darkstone. I'm going to give it to the drifter. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we've scavenged this 3 times. It's been done. And now we can try to work our way the hell out of here. And you know what I've been forgetting? I've been forgetting the hits. Now we've activated 3 times. So let's try this. For clothing. Okay, 1 clothing. 2 clothing. 2 clothing for the gunslinger. So we gotta do this 3 times for him. Okay, he failed. So that's 2 hits there. He passed. There's only 1 hit on that one. And 2 more hits. That's some damage there. Okay, he has 1 clothing, 2 clothing, 3 clothing, 3 clothing. Oof, failed every one of those. Jeez, he's doing terrible. Failed every one of those. Passed 1 at least. Woo. Okay. 1 clothing, 2 clothing, 3 clothing, 3 clothing. And he passed 2 of those. Passed 2 again. Passed 1. So he's going to take 2 more damage. Okay. So we gotta try to work our way to get the hell out of here. So we've done all our activations that we had to catch up on. So let's go ahead and start a new round, and let's not forget to do that anymore. And first thing we have to do is we have to roll for darkness. Okay, we failed. So let's go ahead and move this 1 time. Now, the gunslinger will not go, but he does have to activate. He has 2 clothing. Okay, he fails 1. The drifter is going to go. Well, let me see. I'm going to roll for grit. Nah, it's not going to matter. He's got 3 clothing. So this before he activates. He passes 2. So he fails 1. And let's roll for his movement. And he rolls a 4. So he's going to go 1, 2. Move this here. Let's get a map tile here. We have a lava bridge. Here we go. It's going to go like this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Put an exploration token on the board. And let's see. The bandito is going to have to activate. And he passes 1. So he's going to take 2 damage. Alright, he's going to be... Okay. Alright, and let's roll for his movement. 2. He can go 3. So he's going to go... Actually, there's enough space there, so he can go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, so let's see what happens. And we have an encounter and 1 exit. No clue icon, so we're not finding the way out. Let's see way our exit's going to be. It's going to be 6, so it's going to be to the side, actually. Huh. That's not good. And not a special encounter, so it's going to be a regular Caverns of Cinder encounter. So let's see what we get. Chains of Forever. Hanging from above, rusty chains extend down into the chamber, terminating in viciously barbed hooks that sway and chatter in the hot currents of air. As you enter the room, you feel as though chains are somehow aware of your presence. Okay, Cunning 5+ test. Everybody's got to do it. Okay, so the gunslinger has a cunning of 3, I believe. Yep. Okay. Wow, he failed. Let's go ahead and spin a grit. And he failed, and we'll spin one more. And we finally got our 5. Okay. So he's going to gain D3 darkstone for that. And he gains 2. Okay. His cunning is 3. Yeah, 3 as well. And he passes. So he's going to gain 3 darkstone. Alright, his cunning is 1. 2. Yeah, his cunning is 1. That is not good. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that. And he failed totally. I might spend 1 grit to try again. And he passed. Okay, well that's came in handy there. And he's going to gain 3 darkstone as well. Okay, well that's the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. We pass with a 10. Alright, so it's the gunslinger's going to go. Let's do his activation. Alright, he failed, so he's going to take 2 more damage. And he's going to roll to move. Oh, shit. This is not good. He rolls a 1, so he's going to gain a grit. You need to quit rolling a 1, dude. Okay, the drifter's going to go. His activation. He passes 2. So he's going to take 1 damage. And he's going to move. And he rolls a 2. It's a good thing he didn't roll a 6. 1, 2. We'll put him there. The Bandito's got to roll for his activation. And he passes all but 1. And let's roll for his movement. Okay, he'll just 1, 2, 3. He can move on ahead 1 more. So we'll do that. And he finds drilling chamber. And this is a big map tile here, and it goes a little something like this. It's going to go this way. Eesh. Okay, we'll move this a little bit more to the center, and we'll put him there. And we will put an exploration token there. Okay, and we will move this one. And that will be the end of the turn. Good job, dog. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get. And we're going to get 1 way out of here and 2 encounters. So let's see which way is out. 2 is the way out. And that means it's down. So, dog. Let's put these here. Okay. Now, one of the encounters is a special encounter. It's going to be drilling machines. So, well, that will be the one we do first. Okay. Large mechanical drilling machines are embedded in the crust here, boring down into the magma below in search of liquid darkstone. The rumble and roar of the machines seem to shake the very foundation of the world. All heroes on this map tile -1 initiative. Okay. Also roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, the roll of machines hides the approach of enemies' ambush attack. Okay. I don't know why it would be... Well, that's good. I got a 4. So we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I guess it remains in play because the heroes are -1 initiative. Okay, well, that's it for that. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. 7. Okay, we failed that, so let's go ahead and draw a darkness card and see what's going to happen. Oh, you know what I forgot? No, we haven't had a fight. That's right. Each hero takes 3 horror hits. Also roll a d6. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the gunslinger. And he passes all but 1. Alright, the drifter. And he passes 2, but he does have a spirit armor. And he doesn't make it, so he's only going to take 1 as well. And the bandito, he passes 1. So he's going to lose 2 sanity. Okay. And now we have to see if his whiskey is taken. It is not. And then we have to see if his dynamite is taken. It is. That would be the 1. So dynamite is gone. A mischievous spirit took it. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for movement on everybody. Let's start the gunslinger's activation. And he fails, so he's going to take 2 more damage. Let's roll for movement. Good, he gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the drifter is going to do his activation. And he passes 1, so he's going to take 2 more hits. Wow. Okay, and let's roll for his movement. 6. Uh-oh. That was a no-no. We didn't need to do that. Okay, so, alright, if you roll a 6... Okay, we have 1 liquid darkstone. So we need a 3+. Okay, I'm going to have to spend a grit to do that. Does it say you cannot use grit? Okay, so let's re-roll that. Okay. Well, I got a 4 on that one. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have... that one, it's a torture chamber. Okay, echoes of agony. Alright, this is it right here. This is going to go on here. Okay. Let's put an expiration token on the board. And now let's activate our bandito. And he passes all 3. And his movement is 6. Okay, so let's see what we have. Ah, good. We have a clue and a gate, so we can go back home now. Okay, so we can go back to the mines. Let's see which gate's going to be back to the mines. It's going to be this one. No, actually it's going to be this one. This one's going to go to the mines. So we'll take these off. This one will lead to the mines. So let's close this. Okay, and we do have 1 encounter, and this will have a special encounter. So let's see what it is. Torture, I know, echoes and agony. Echoes of agony. Okay. It says, the chamber is filled with tools of torture and machines of pain and suffering. From the splatters of blood and claw marks and stone, it looks as though many a sad soul met a gruesome end in this room. Spirit 4+. If successful, gain 10 experience and recover grit. If failed, take D8 horror hits. Ooh. Alright, the gunslinger has a spirit of 2. 2. We got a 6, so he's going to gain 10 experience and recover a grit. Okay, the drifter has a spirit of, his 3 there. That there. 3. Okay, he passes. So he's going to gain 10 experience. And recover grit as well. And the Bandito has a spirit of 3. Yep. Oh, I forgot to move this one. So it should be there as well. And he passed. So that's no problem. He gains 10 experience and gains a grit token. Okay. Did I have Chains of Forever? What was that one? Drilling Machines was the other one, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. So we have our way out of here. All right. Let's go ahead and roll for Darkness. And it says to end, once the heroes have decided they have had enough, head back to the mine at the start of any turn which all heroes are in the mines and there are no enemies on the board. Alright. And we have 1 liquid darkstone. Let's go ahead and change that up a little bit. This is just going to take us back to the mines. We're not going to fight anybody in the mines. However, we are going to have a Caverns or Cinder final encounter. Because we want to. Because we've only had 1 fight this game. So let's see what we get. And we get... No, not torture drones. I don't know why that's in there. Lava bats. No, that is not. Harvesters. Okay. Now we haven't played against the harvesters. We're going to get 2 harvesters. So let's have a look-see at them before I put them on the board. They have initiative of 4. They are immune to critical hits. Immune to damage from explosive and environmental or weather sources. Now I agree with the dynamite. You know my dynamite rule has come up before in the past. That still, if the preacher were to fight them, I would still though say they are not immune to divine intervention. They would be immune to dynamite, but not divine intervention. Grapple. Whenever a harvester rolls doubles on its melee to hit rolls, it also does a free extra attack as listed below for the double rolled. Woo. Harvest. The target hero must discard 1 darkstone or 1 item with a darkstone icon. System Repair heals 1 wound. Void Shunt. All heroes adjacent take 2 wounds, ignoring defense. Electro Arc. These combat hits are +2 damage. Bash. After resolving hits, target hero bounces D3 times like dynamite. And 6 Smash. These combat hits ignore defense. They have 3+ melee, move 7, 2 combat, 4 damage, 5 defense. Ugh. And health of 4. They're not very healthy, but man, their defense is boom. And they are immune to critical hits. Okay, so it said 2 harvesters, so we're going to put 2 harvesters on the board. And they're going to be blocking our way out. And once we do that, we'll get ready to go. Alright. Here are my harvesters. As you can see, I'm pretty disappointed with my paint job on these guys. I botched it. You can tell this was early. This was one of the first products because I botched it and yeah. Oh well. Alright, so we can't do our quick draw. We're too far out of range. However, we do have a higher initiative. So let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Oh, that's right. Well, let's roll for darkness first. Okay, we got 10. We're fine. Okay, so we have to do our Growing Dread cards. Heroes may not use grit during the first turn of the fight. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that aside. For every blood splatter and Growing Dread space, darkness is passed on the depth track. That's 3. Each hero takes 1 wound. Oh, wait. Including its current space. Not including its current space. Okay, it takes 1 wound, ignoring defense. That's 3. So everybody's got to take 3 wounds. So, 13. Okay, he's still okay. He's at 15. He's close. And he is... Well, they all have 20 health, so... But that's not saying much, man. Okay. So let's go with the Gunslinger. Now, his activation. And his clothing items, he has 2 5, so he doesn't take any wounds. Roll for his movement, which is a 6, which is very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's there. And we will probably use a dead shot. Now, they are immune to critical hits, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and go. And roll 2 dice. Ooh, well, okay. We'll spin a grit and roll this one. Oh, shit. And we'll roll it one more time. Okay, so we got 2 hits. Okay, I'm using my dead shot on probably both of them, because these guys have such a high defense. However, because of my Bloodborne pistol, I do get +2. So let's see what we do. I'll spin 1 grit and re-roll 1 of them. Shit, that didn't help. Okay. Okay. So 2 and 2 is 4. Plus 1 Deadeye. Is 6. Now they have a defense of 5, so it's going to take 1 wound. Then this one is 5, 6, 5, I'm sorry, 7. So it's going to take 2 more wounds. And it is not dead. Okay, so the Drifter's going to go. Let's do his activation. 2 more wounds. Oh, he's getting close, boy. Oof. Okay, he gets this roll for movement. He rolls a 2. 1, and we'll just move him 1. And let's see what he gets. Okay, well, he's got 2 hits. No 6s. We can re-roll 1 of these. That's not going to be good enough. That's fine. So we did get 2 hits. We can get at least 1 wound on 1 guy. We can kill him. Well, that's not good enough. I'm going to have to spin some grit. Oh crap! I forget. I have the boot knife. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is in range. Okay, so well, let's do the gun first. So obviously I'm not going to be able to penetrate him with my gun, but let's see the boot knife. 5. I do hit, and it does +2 damage. 5 + 2 is 7, so I do 2 damage, so I do kill him. So he is dead. So this harvester is dead, and we get... Alright. Alright, however, Magneto has a +2 initiative, so he's going to go now. So let's do his activation. Okay, he takes no damage whatsoever, so let's roll for his movement. He rolls a 3, he can move 4, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll stay there, and he will savagely attack with his Axe of Savagery. 3 hits, 3 combat. Okay, well, 2 hits. That's fine. Actually, he has 4 combat. I don't know. I've been forgetting to do that, so I get to roll 1 more die. Okay, well, that's a miss. Okay, so 2 of them are hit. Ooh. Let's spin our grit. And we roll that. Wow, 2 6s. Okay, well, that's something I can deal with. Now, the Axe of Savagery says a bleeding marker to the enemy, but these guys are going to be immune to that. I don't see how. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe you could. I don't know. Maybe you can hit them in the right spot. Well, we won't do it for this. Oh, that's right. I couldn't spin grit. Shit. Okay. I was not supposed to spend grit on this thing, and I did anyways. So let me see. There is something, I do have something. This card, a growing. Okay. Unimpressed. My drifter has unimpressed. We can discard a growing dread card. If we get a good enough roll. Okay. That is exactly what we needed. Okay. So he has the skill Unimpressed, which is discard a growing dread card on a roll of 4+, and I rolled a 4. So we're going to discard that. You can't spend grit during the first round of a fight. So we get rid of that card. Thank God I had that. Unimpressed, discard a growing dread card on 4+. So I do 2 damage to this guy. Whew. Boy, I'm lucky I had that, or I would have to do that whole turn all over again. Okay. Wow. Alright, but that is the end of the turn. Is the Harvester's going to go. Of course, the Bandito is right there in his freaking way. So, let's see. 2 combat. Okay, well, they hit on one of them. And let's see if he can ignore that. He cannot. So he's going to take 4 damage. Wow. Puts him at 19. One more and he is doomed. Or dead. Alright. But now it's a whole new turn. Let's go ahead and go. Let's roll for darkness. And we failed. Okay, so we're going to move the darkness track up one more, and the gunslinger will go, and he can takes 1 wound for his activation, and now he will roll for movement, and I think I'll move him here, and he will attack. Okay, he hits once. Okay. What's going to happen is he rolled a 2. I don't have a grit, so I can't do anything about that. However, he does get to do 2 + 2 for his blood splatter pistol, and then if I use another Deadeye, that's another +2. So that's 6 damage. So this thing takes 1 more damage. Okay, the Drifter will go. Let's do his activation. Okay, he takes 2 damage. Ooh, he's close too. Alright, and let's see, roll for his movement. He rolls a 4. He'll stay where he's at. And he's going to attack. Okay, he gets 2 hits. That's not bad. Okay, I do 5. Ooh. However, that's not good enough. I need to get a 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my 2 grit and re-roll both of those. See if I can get a 6. I did get a 6. Good. So that is 1 wound going through, and that will kill him, and that will do 30. Alright, and that is it. The Harvesters are dead. Let us catch our breath. We need it. Okay, well, he heals 1. That's not good. Drifter heals 1. That's not good. God, 2. Okay, let's everybody grab a loot card. 1 darkstone shard for the gunslinger. $50 cash for the drifter. Draw an artifact. In an artifact card, for the Bandito. We have Ash of Shadows. Discard to smash Ash of Shadows on the ground. Every hero on your map tile immediately takes 2 corruption hits, including you. Every enemy on your map tile, except undead, immediately takes 2 wounds, ignoring defense. Wow, that's pretty good. We'll keep that. Okay, and so we're also going to gain $100. We do not need to roll corruption for the liquid darkstone, okay? Each hero is going to gain 50 experience points and $100. Okay, but first, we got to get out of here. All we got to do is get out of Cinder, and we don't have to worry about taking all this damn damage anymore. So let's go ahead and roll for darkness again. Okay, we failed. The heroes are now -1 to hold back the darkness rolls. Okay, but all heroes are now +2 move. That's encouraging. Alright, so the gunslinger is going to activate. He takes no damage. Well, actually, he takes 1. Okay, and let's get him the hell into the portal. Well, that's 1, but he is +2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. And he gets a grit. You know what? We're going to spin that grit. We're going to re-roll. Okay, we're going to get him out. Okay, the drifter now will activate. Okay, he passes. So he's going to take 2 damage. So he's 1 away from dying now. And let's see if we can get him. 1, 2, 3. He's in the portal. And now the Bandito. Okay, he only takes 1 damage. And he's at 18. And he rolls a 6, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +2. And then, so they're all out back into the mines. Let's roll for Darkstone Corruption. I'm not going to do a town segment because we're at a steady town because we have to return this to the blacksmith. However, we will roll for Corruption. Darkstone. Okay, so let me see now. It says anytime you would take, ignore it on a roll of D6 4+. I would take 1 corruption point. No, actually, I would not. Sorry. I only had 2. So I have my 2 darkstones, so he takes no corruption actually. Okay. However, he does have 3 darkstone. So let's do a corruption for him. And he passes every single one of them, so he will take no corruption whatsoever. Okay, the Bandito has 3 corruption as well. Let's see what he can do. Okay, well, he's actually going to take 2 corruption. So he'll have to go to the doctor and get cured. And I'll do that off camera. I just wanted to show you the Caverns of Cinder. So this was a long game because I had bad luck on getting some cards. But this is just a taste of the Caverns of Cinder. What they entail. We only met 2 monsters. But there we go. So the next group will be our local group. And they will also have an adventure in the Caverns of Cinder. Although I do not think that this is probably my least favorite land, it does have some really good map tiles, and it does have some good exciting encounter cards, and the lava spaces do come into play, so I do have to give it that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, I will see you then. Have fun.